I don't want to wait anymore. All right, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Oak Cliff Performance Seminar. Today is May 8th. We have 3 performers today. They seemed ready and excited, hopefully, to share their music with all of us. All right. Before that, I just want to double check everyone has their original song on, and then also everyone is playing the whole piece. Is anyone like memorizing their piece? Sarah, it seems like you are memorizing, and also Isha. Yeah. Are you guys memorizing your piece? Sorry, okay, great. Sorry, I didn't hear you guys like nod your head or whatever. All right, Ayla, please announce your name and the piece you're going to play.
My name is Isla, and I'm going to be playing Close to You by Back.
It's okay. Go. Ta-da! Round of applause for Miss Ayla. Great job! I enjoyed the piece a lot. I actually know this piece. Sometimes I feel like some song, I know the song, but I heard of the song, but I just don't know the name. And this is one of it. Yeah. Just curious, did you play your right hand one octave higher on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I just like I'm just wondering if that's what you meant to do. I think it sounds better that way. It sounds a little bit like more how to say that, more crystal in that sense. I have like more crystal like music box sound in the right hand. Yeah. All right. That's a very good idea. You come up with that idea?
No, Mr. Julian did.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, okay, good. I think intro sounds pretty nice. Obviously, it's ready for. I think it's probably for your pop music concert, right? Yeah, I think it's ready. And then, I'm not so sure if you heard original song on actually. Did you?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think I was my left hand really light because I have balance. So
Oh yeah,
the left.
I'm not talking about balance, but I think
Oh,
balance was good. Yeah, I'm just wondering because I couldn't hear dynamics that obvious. So I'm not so sure if you are doing dynamics, but we can talk about it in the second half of the class. Let's move on to Sarah, and then before that, because the message I want to check. Yeah, can you play just like first line for me? So let's see if we can.
okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. It's all good. Yeah, thank you. Well, please announce your name and the piece you're going to play.
My name is Sarah, and I'm going to be playing Fiesta España.
Ta-da! Give a round of applause to Miss Sarah. Very powerful playing. And very confident as well. Congratulations. And you memorized, right?
Yes.
Really, really nice. Okay, I really like how you bring out your accents. Your articulation is very, very clear. Dynamics, I think is also following the show music. I do want to talk about even more detailed dynamics that we can do, like the piece. But I think right now it's a very thorough playing, and then it's also very holistic. Like you try to take over basically everything. Yeah, congratulations. For Ishan, please announce your name again and then PTV to play. And you're memorizing as well, right?
Yeah, but sometimes I might look at the music.
Mm. Can you not?
Okay.
You try? Alright.
Yeah.
Announce your name and the piece you're gonna play.
Hello, my name is Ishan. Today I'm going to be playing Nostalgia by Young.
That's really good as well.
Thank
You're,
you.
you try. I can tell you're trying your very best to like keep the music going, so you sound smooth. Even though there are some here, there mistakes, but it's all good. It's a performance. We're not robots, okay? Yeah, this is good. And I like how you make your pedal very clean. You were using pedal, right? Sounds
Yeah.
like yeah. It sounds very clean. And then it seems like you have a pretty good you you memorize it pretty thoroughly, so you have like a good structure in your mind, like where it is right now, that you know the form. It sounds that way. I don't know. You know there are different sections, right? In this piece.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, let's move on to the second half of the class. So we're gonna talk through all of your masterpiece, and then we'll see what to improve. Let's go back to Miss Ayla's. All right. I really appreciate you trying to work on your balance. I think the balance actually sounds pretty nice. I just wish you can be more projected over your right hand, like especially when when it comes to it happens so many times, right? It has so many the melody is not just like one time thing. It keep repeating back. It's kind of like a loop. So every single time, maybe you can do something different in the dynamics. Have you thought about it? Have you thought about it? The dynamic plan.
Mm, I just did like the same, but yeah, I kind of like right now I'm thinking about
Well, it's never too late to think about it.
it.
Before the pop music concert, you still have 1 week, so I'm pretty sure you're fine. Yeah. So think about, for example, even when the parts that it looks similar, so these one and these one looks exactly the same. Looks like it, but not. The right hand looks exactly the same. The left hand doesn't. And then this part, it's like add one note before. Okay. So first we can compare this one and this one. These two. Which one you think should be louder or softer than the other?
I think the second one because it has one more note.
Oh wait, second one should be louder or softer?
Louder.
Because
And it has an extra note, so I think it would sound better.
sure. So I agree that there. So first of all, there's an extra note there, and then that extra note is actually what higher than all of the other notes. It's kind of like the first level is here, and then when we go to this one, it's even more. It's like you imagine someone is like raising their eyebrows to like higher place. So yeah, I do think like if you can make this part slightly louder than the previous part, it will make it more interesting. Has a different layer in your playing. Can you try that? Well, no, what about this time then? When we go back to right hand seems the same, left hand is have a different bass notes and chords. What do you think? Like, should it be even louder or we go back to a little bit softer?
I think go back to softer.
Because
Uh, add more variety.
for variety.
So.
Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're thinking about if we just keep getting louder and louder, it just sounds too predictable. Sure, let's try that. So first you start here, and then you get slightly louder on this one, and then you kind of go back to softer here, and then let's see how it goes. Do you like that?
Yeah, I think it sounds
I
good.
like that too. Yeah. It sounds like okay. So this one is just regular, and this one is like stepping up. It's like getting more engaging, and this one is more like well, if you look at the lyrics, like be close to you, and then because you finally get close to someone, you feel like more relaxed, so you kind of like calm down a little bit. I don't know. I just kind of like trying to use a story to help you to remember like this is a very detailed dynamic plan, and I would like all of you to apply these to your pieces. Are you using pedal? Are you plan to use pedal?
Yeah, I wasn't playing pedals like just for a second ago. I can play it with it right now.
Okay, can we try to play with pedal and see? Use the same plan for this part. I really like that. Okay, you gotta do the same thing for the entire piece.
Okay.
Good luck. So just find the spots like that. Like here is basically the same thing as beginning. Do we play the same dynamic as the beginning, or do we play something different? The cool thing that I think, the cool thing is there's no right answer or wrong answer, but you have to come up with the idea and come with a interpretation that you have your reason to support your whatever the decision you make. I like this part to be softer because I like this part to be louder because, and then if you can convince yourself, then you will be able to convince the listeners. If even you are not so sure like what you're doing, then the listener will be like even more lost. It's for all of you. All right, let's move on to Sarah's piece. So same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. Like I want to talk a little bit about the microdynamic plan. I think you have a very clear structure for anytime you have the like a dynamic marking. This piece doesn't have has pretty detailed dynamic marking, but doesn't have too many dynamic marking like crescendo and diminuendo, except this part. Da, 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 da. And I think you're trying to do that too. It just could be a little bit more obvious. I really like your beginning, the very powerful and then with the accent. And you have a very firm like quality in your character. But so it says forte, and then it sounds like you're doing forte for every single bar. You're like, that's what he asked me to do. No, it says forte in the very beginning. It just means the composer doesn't want you to play from like piano.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you cannot change anything after that. Like otherwise, he will write down every single one. So based on how it sounds like, if you have to decide either getting louder and louder or getting softer and softer, which one do you think might actually be better?
I think softer.
Softer because
There is a lot of loud in the song. Or
so you're saying like this bar will be forte, and then maybe you'll be getting softer to mezzo forte, and then we get to mezzo piano, then we get to something like piano here. You wanna try that? Let's try that.
Okay.
What's the last note here? Left hand? I didn't hear that.
Oops.
Right. Okay. For some reason I think I couldn't hear it that much, like getting softer and softer. I do think like, can you try one more time actually? Okay, great. And then I don't know if you noticed that it's kind of hard to getting softer, but at the same time you do the accents.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, wait, you asked me to do the accent, and then I'm trying to get softer and softer. Wait, what? And then I have sforzando at the end. What does sforzando mean? This thing. What does that mean?
Very loud.
Yeah, very loud. Suddenly, like accent, something suddenly loud. So I'm actually not so sure if that makes sense. It's getting softer is a good idea.
I think then I changed my mind and getting louder. It's better.
We can try to get louder and see how it goes. So let me see. But I do agree, like I really like how you come up with a reason why we should get softer, because there's a lot of loud spots in the piece and you're trying to create a variety. But I want you to look the bar after that. What do we have? We have mezzo piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that already has a variety there. So let's try to get crescendo.
Okay. No, get out of here.
What are you talking about? He played soccer.
Hi.
Sorry, my little brother was there.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So maybe start from. I will just start from mezzo forte, like not too loud, and then get louder and louder, and then finally arrive this part. Let's see how it goes. And then this part. That would be so nice if you can continue that. Yeah. Thank you. To me, it sounds like two different characters now, like two different actors. The first one is like very masculine, very firm. Da da da. I'm the best. And then here is like, I don't know, maybe the other dude or maybe a girl like da da da, like dancing. It's kind of like if there's a movie there and they just like shifting the camera from this side to the other side. Yeah. So I think like that's what the composer is trying to do. Like, okay, so we just have a very loud and very very brilliant sound here, and then suddenly shift to something different. I think that'll be even nicer if you can do the repeat. Not now, but I'm just saying like in the if you want to perform this piece later, just do the repeat. I forgot if you do the repeat for the first time when you play for us. Yeah, I forgot. So yeah, if you did, great. If you're not, then try to add it in the future performance. Now for this part, same thing. Here it says fortissimo. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 groups of 4 notes. I can imagine it can be tiring to listen to it. Like imagine like I'm not saying, okay, let's say me or okay, my mom. My mom used to like sometimes I make her upset, and then she will literally be fortissimo for a good 10 minutes. I don't think that was very easy to listen to. Yeah, like she just keeps saying like Wah! And it's like for a long time. So same thing. Like when we have something like this, yes, I agree. This is the climax, but maybe we can drop it somewhere, or maybe even drop like at the end a little bit to release attention. Or some people is like, well, it depends. You can say because it's going down, so dropping your volume will be logical.
But it's gonna be kind of hard because my teacher told me to go like so always like the first note of each group that would be louder.
Yeah, it'll be at the accent, but
Kind of confusing.
yeah, I know. There's like different layers. That's also the cool thing when we play piano. It's like, okay, how do I balance this? I want this. I also want that. I also want that. And how do I combine them together and then make it sound kind of make sense to me? So, like you said, like we have there's an accent in fortissimo. You can also say this is an accent in forte. It's all comparable. So if as long as the first note is louder than the other 3 notes, then you're fine. I'm not saying getting softer is the right way to do. You can also say, I just want to remain fortissimo because I love these 4 notes pattern so much. I want to keep rolling. You can actually do getting louder. The point is like there's so many different varieties and options you can choose. Let's move on to the other time. But for Zhang, it's almost the same thing. That I want you to. But besides that, I think we spent like, a long time to talk about like, microdynamics and plans, so I don't want to say the same thing again to you. But for you, I do notice that your fast notes. What if this is a scale? What key is it?
D major.
Very good. And then what's the usual finger numbers for D major?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you using that finger number?
Huh?
Are you using that finger number for this?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it comes to like how you, I guess, turn your hand. Because I feel like you are trying to speed up, and then you kind of like your fingers is not listening to you. Your fingers is like and like falling down. I didn't hear that so clear. And then sometimes you have like a wrong nose here and there in the middle. I don't know if you hear that. Did you hear that? Or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When you cross under, try not to do a lot of this. Because when you imagine you are doing something fast. You are trying to run fast, and you don't want to do extra movement. Because the extra movement will take more time. So same thing. If you do extra movement when you turn, I'm not saying I cannot see your hand, so I don't know. I just assuming. Like let's try to imagine like it's just a little bit. It's more like, can you do this for me? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you show this? Yeah. Okay. So instead of doing this, can you just move your thumb like this way? Is that easy? It's easier. So can you do the same thing? When you cross under, it's mainly your thumb kind of push your hands to the right side. We have a little bit of time. Can you try this part one more time? Sounds good.
Huh?
Sounds good. It sounds good. I like that. Can you try again? Can you do more? Because it's until here, like entire bar.
Okay.
Ah. Okay. So from 3 to 1 is fine. From 4 to 1, it needs a little more practice. Your elbow should also help. Your elbow should always lead your hand. Can you try it for me? So you keep your elbow always on the right side. What was that? It was magic. That was good?
Yeah.
That was good. Oh, great. Okay, write it down. Now use your elbow to lead your hand because it sounds so much smoother and nicer.
Okay.
Write it down. Write it down. You don't have pencil or something? You write it down?
I know the paper nearby.
Okay. Right, you can write down. Right, thank you all for working with me and practice with me today.